Hello, George. Sopping wet. Fatten's food forest. Annie's helping out. Just took these 12 buckets of compost. I've got one left. I'm so tired. So hot and muggy. And you see the pile I built. I restirred the one behind it. We'll go look at the thermometer on that. This one will probably be at close as hot tomorrow, within 48 hours at least. Similar, boy, stumbling. Similar proportions. So I'll share pictures of how I've piled this up. How I started with a wooden carbon base, wetted it, dumped a bucket out, spread that bucket out a little bit, chopped up anything that was in it with a shovel, any of the vegetables, so they got chopped up real well. Put more carbon on there, wetted it. Same thing. I kept throwing the buckets upside down, spread those buckets out, chop them up, wood on top. Every 3 or 4 times I would take the pitchfork and I stick that in. Sorry to do this one-handed. And just pry it. When I do that is prying it and letting everything fall to pieces and mix together. Moisten it, keep going. So now for my final, sorry Annie, look out. Final bucket. I like to leave the coffee grounds. And I'll dump that all over the top. Wet it real well. It'll fall down in there. And then I'll take fresh wood chips and put it on the top. Make sure this is moistened real well. And I won't wet those, just a little bit. I want those to cover up any smell that might be in there. It only helps a little. These guys come and empty it and turn it. This one's been here just a week and it's been turned twice by the chickens. Not all the way on the inside. Let's see. Where are we sitting? Looks like 142, right where I wanted it. 142, 144. Won't focus. So I showed how that got too hot. I restirred it. I added carbon. Got it down where I want. Sat that way for a week now, close to a week. This one might be the same thing. I got a lot of food scraps in here. I didn't get anything out of the garden. There was stuff out there. I'm just too tired and have too much going on. So it's just food scraps and wood chips. But well, I'll look back and see. I was going to video this, but I've explained what I do. That's good enough. All right, turkeys. We're all done. Second turning on the far pile. Last week's. First making of this pile. 6th, 7th. I just topped off the number 8. This got 4 turnings over here. This doesn't have any. That doesn't have any. But I've taken this huge pile of wood chips and turned almost all of it into compost. I'm staying on one pile. And a tiny pile there I'm using just to cover these piles when I'm done. I'll turn them once or twice, like going to Johnson Sioux reactors, and sit for a year longer. That's a way to make incredibly diverse compost. Fungal and bacterial dominant. Up into those protozoa, lots of them because they've been in there so long feeding. Those bacteria numbers might be down a little bit, incredibly diverse though. And the fungi is going to be through the roof, catching up with the bacteria that we see in the thermophilic stage. So the mesophilic to thermophilic as it gets warm creates a tremendous amount of good compost. As it breaks down sets, those fungi are going to put filaments throughout. They're going to send this hyphae down through that pile. They're going to sporulate in there. So as long as we don't turn it, that's what Johnson Sioux is, we're going to increase that fungal diversity in there and the amount of fungus in there. They'll all be going into these Johnson Siouxs. If you want to stick around for the breakdown on that, I'll explain it. We've had some issues. Nothing too bad, but learning. This first one I've plumbed. I made it flat, real flat. I used the 6x6 wire mesh, concrete wire mesh, real solid, real stable. Held things nice. The next one, I didn't level out. I thought, oh, that's good enough. I should have known better. It tilted a little. The next one, I ran out of that material, and I found this soft metal wire along the side of the road, and I've used that. It works fine, but they're a little iffy, a little in and out. This one's the only collapse we've had, and it's because the bears are here. I just showed a video this morning of them 2 houses down. And they like to climb up on here. You can see where they've caused damage on the side. But these tubes are just fine. They've held their shape because we had those tubes in first. And that bacteria and fungi have done their work. They've created structure in there. So these will set for a year now. I try to turn these at least twice before they go in. I've got a bunch of holder piles that need to go in. I just need to get more bioreactors built. I'm George, Fat Ninja Food Forest. Change will be better than a holiday. This Saturday, 10:30, we'll be keeping the nutrition in your garden. A big part of that being compost. Peace.